go. And all of a sudden there was 9 people. There we go. And all of a sudden there was 9 people. So I have 6 events available, or 6 event services available. Answer to your question, regular Celtic Cross, level 2 reading, level 1 reading, and a $5 holla. So right now they should be at a discount. 15% discount. So head over to the Hypsee link that's in the link section here on YouTube on my page. And if you have any difficulties getting through, take initiative and use the live collective take the wheel and explain what is happening in that experience. So that way I can bring it up to the support crew. If you're having any difficulties signing in with that or making your purchase or whatever the case may be. There's many different options at many different price points. Otherwise, if you'd rather keep it simple, you can do a super chat with your question. It's $1 a card. So you have many different options of how to go about it. And tonight I will give free clarifiers, so regardless if you have $1 a card and you get 3 cards, I'll clarify them for free. There's no filter. I don't even know what you're talking about, Tyson. Welcome back, Sarah. Welcome back, Renee. You get to see my face a little bit. This isn't a joint, it's a cigarette. And regardless, I don't do filters. It's pointless. So it's 1 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and start that. Can one of my fine people go on over to Hypsee and see if the discount is up and running? Otherwise, I will start the event right now. It is 1 a.m. I said that I'd start it for 1. I'm going to start it up. I have a 5-star rating over at Hypsee. And my members, my supporters, 9 times out of 10, I'm always on point. I've got at least 80 to 90% accuracy. Thank you, Renee. Was that a donation or were you wanting a general message? Oh, okay. Thank you, Renee. It's not allowing the link in, but check the link in the description or the link section in order to go on over to get that portion of the reading. Or as I said, you can send me a super chat with your question. It's $1 a card. Or a super sticker for a general message or donation. All donations are graciously accepted and appreciated. That's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. We're back. I feel compelled to bring out my dragon deck tonight as well, so that will be available for a message from the dragons. I'm also bringing out my steampunk deck as well to get the steamy tea. Okay, well the dragons don't got nothing to say. What about these ones? There we go. So we got 3 cards that come out. The Silver Dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. Somebody's trying to prevent this from happening, collective. Okay? Somebody doesn't want you accessing your higher potential. So they've been doing everything at all costs to try to remove you from that ability. Quinn Yin's Pink Dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cards dissolved. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. The green dragon helps you tune into the secrets of nature. Receive answers and guidance from nature. Align with your divine essence. It's also kind of telling me get back to your roots. See if there's a message from the dragons. I'll do a collective just to start the evening off. But I am open to super chats, so if you have a super chat question that you'd like to ask, you're more than welcome to throw that in. Yeah, there's definitely chaos ensuing at some point, somewhere. I think this isn't with you, collective. I think this is with the people that are coming at you, coming against you. Trying to thwart your new beginning, but you're transmuting that, no problem. Somebody thinks that they're trying to betray you, but they're only betraying themselves. Yeah, they're very unbalanced at this point, and they're trying to create chaos and an imbalance because they feel there's unfinished business. They're trying to turn your wheel of fortune upside down. And cause you injustice. It's going to blow up in their face. Yep, you're headed into a rebirth. And you know you deserve better. So this is what you're focusing on. This is where you're moving. Despite all the chaos and the bullshit. Again, the Three of Swords in the reverse. You're cutting all this out. All these betrayers thinking that they're going to get the upper hand. They're not. It's all blowing up in their face. Two of Coins in the Temperance. Sarah, $5 holla. I got you, honey. Okay. Sarah's asking how should she handle the holidays this year. I never know if I should go and how to act at family parties anymore. Let's see what the cards say. I already have a conclusion for you. Yeah, you know you deserve better with the Four of Cups. You're not satisfied with what goes on. You don't usually end up getting the upper hand. It usually ends up being stressful. Yeah, you're not happy with the Tower that usually ensues every year. I don't blame you for questioning it. They try to make you look stupid. They try to make you look like you're sabotaging it. Meanwhile, it's their fucking dumbass bullshit that makes you get in a mood. It's like really giving me reactive abuse. It's like they try to get you to react, and then they frown upon your supposed disrespect to the holiday season and how you react to that. Right? So they try to plant this where you're the one that's overreacting. Meanwhile, it's them creating the chaos to start with. So that way they don't have to take accountability and they keep their hands clean. Is this pretty well what it is that you're dealing with? So did you ever think about having your own get together? Are you able to host? You ever thought about having your own dinner? Have a potluck? Invite some friends over? And just have your own thing this year. And you get to choose who's sitting at your table. And if nobody shows up, then you get a night. You know, you get a night to just chill and relax. And as far as I'm concerned, the way that the businesses are running, I'm not participating in this bullshit this year. Like I might come on here and I might do a live, but you know, I'm not gonna be. I'm not planning on going to any family get-togethers at all because I haven't really had anybody reach out to me thus far. And even if they were to reach out to me, I'm probably not going anyway because I don't want to deal with their bullshit. My peace is more important. You know, like why bother submitting to their bullshit? You know. But yeah, the Four of Cups, the Tower, the Empress reverse, the Ten of Pentacles reverse, the Six of Swords reverse. They're just trying to create an instability to where you end up looking like the fool. And it's to the point where you might have to get a ride there and then you're not going to be able to walk away from it. You're just going to have to sit there and endure it. No, why bother? They can save their gas and you can keep your peace. You know, take the year off. You don't have to give in to their guilty pleasures just for creating chaos. What's the point? Just go out and buy something for you for your for half decent dinner, and that's all you need to worry about. And if it's at the cost of your peace, it's too expensive. That's one thing I heard there the other day. So if you want to stay home, stay home. Don't feel guilty about it. You know, you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of gifts for people that aren't going to appreciate it. Keep your money, save your money. You know what I mean? Why bother putting yourself through the stress when you don't have to? Hopefully that's a good enough answer for you. Yeah. Yeah, just do the friends thing. Invite the people that you would want at your table and leave the rest out. This is where you get to control the situation, where you're not having to worry about toxic people, right? So I am going to put it out there that if there are members in the queue here that would like a message, you can get a message, a freebie. But thank you so much, Sarah, for the $5. If you'd like for me to look into something else for you, I can do that too, if you'd like. It's ultimately in your control, Sarah. That's the main thing. That's all I need to say specifically with that. So if you have a star beside your name and you like a message, you get a freebie tonight. Because you're already supporting. Whether you're a chat, messenger, access, or higher, you all get a message. If you're a member, you're a member. So all I'm going to say is if you have a question and you'd like to initiate that question, throw some stars and some hearts in your message and put it in the chat. Okay, this only applies for people that are members. All right, V, I got you, honey. Spirit, what's the best message for V right now? What do they need to figure out? What do they need to know? All right, V. It's showing here that you're having a hard time. You're kind of anticipating walking away from something. You're not too sure as to how you're going to go about walking away from this. It could just be releasing that what no longer serves you. Somebody's trying to make it look like you're left out in the cold, but they're trying to hide it. Okay? They're trying to make you feel worthless without actually making you feel worthless. It's like throwing rocks and hiding their hands. And they want you to pipe up and say something. So that way they can't... You're dealing with very toxic people. Okay? Very, very sadistic, very covert individuals. Okay? And they want you to pipe up and say something about it so that way they can create a tower for you. But what you need to do is nurture the truth that it is you and just not engage in it at all. And focus on resting and focus on your peace. Okay? Because all they're trying to do is get a rise out of you. And they're trying to create chaos where there is none. But I think you can flip the table and stomp the fable by just outright not engaging in this and just focusing on what's important to you. Okay, not holding any emotion towards this, and something to do with the holidays, I think, coming up. But this whole idea of them just kind of not piping up and not saying anything about the holidays where they haven't invited you, I think to some degree, I think they're just showing their true colors. Okay? So, you know, there very well could be somebody coming in to talk about something to make you feel guilty, for you to stick up and speak your truth. But something tells me this is not your circus, this is not your monkeys, and you just need to disengage and stay out of it. Somebody very well could be coming in and talking about their misfortune, which is, you're one to stick up for the underdog, you're one to stick up for people, but I think they're just inciting a riot. They're trying to create chaos where there is none. So step up and above it and just not engage with it at all. Okay? You're better off just kind of staying to yourself and focus on your healing. Is your best bet. Alright? I hope that helped. You're wondering whether to walk away from this or not. You don't even have to walk away. Just don't engage. All right? Yeah. All right. Back to the collective. So despite this chaos, despite the imbalance, despite the unfinished business and injustice, you're moving through a rebirth because you know you deserve something better. You need to stand on your intention and your intuition, allow it to guide you, and this will bring in your victory. Okay? Whoa. Yeah. And it's also going to get back everything that you thought you lost, including your peace. Somebody's got, because of this unfinished business and injustice being put onto your life, you're getting that and then some back in retribution of it. Yep. Just stay connected to your divine, strengthen your divine connection with you and the divine. Focus on that, because that's what's going to bring this rebirth in. This injustice is basically showing you who these people are. And again, the divine knows you deserve better treatment. And the divine connection is going to bring you through these crossroads into this new direction. So just lean into that more so. Keep your peace. Allow your intuition to guide you. Stay true to your intention and nurture that. There's definitely some sort of tribe love or happy ever after that's coming in, because you are you are nurturing this intention and your intuition, and you're receiving success for that. It's bringing in a happy ending for you. Knight of Swords. So there very well could be somebody coming in with some sort of communication, bringing you in this success, bringing you flowers, bringing you in this happy ending. They got the Six of Coins, so things are going to balance out for you. There's going to be equal reciprocity. Yeah. So there may be a possibility that you might sabotage this new beginning if you're not careful. Being open to what the divine's got in store for you as far as gifts, as far as a happy ending, as far as the sevenfold blessings coming in. just know that what's going on with this is that, and I take that yawn as a confirmation because I'm not tired. The divine's got a surprise for you, and it's a new direction, and you just got to kind of go with it. Lean into it. Trust. You could be at the possibility of sabotaging it if you're not careful. So just try to keep an open mind at what's coming in for you. I'm also picking up with this Empress energy and the Two of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups. Somebody's kind of wishy-washy. They want to be equally reciprocal with you, but I think they're sabotaging it. They see you moving on. They see you moving through this new beginning. They see that you deserve better, but they don't know if they can live up to that expectation. And it's really not even about living up to an expectation. It's about showing up authentic, right? It's not about receiving anything specifically. Okay? But somebody doesn't feel like they're of value, but they still want to show some sort of compassion. The Four of Swords in reverse. So somebody's all anxious as to whether or not they're going to sabotage this or not. Oh, 10 of Coins. So maybe they're after your money. Maybe they don't have any love for you. Maybe you friend zone them. But they're more or less after your money than anything. This is why they're showing compassion to you. And they're lying to you. There's deception here. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah. This is basically to get you to react. This is to get you to react, and they want to see you out of character. And it's maybe because you friend zone them. Maybe because you sabotage their offer towards you. You want nothing to do with this person, whatever this is. I'm also seeing that somebody's trying to create chaos where there is none, to create an injustice with your rebirth. When you're standing in your power, you're receiving success. You're getting back everything that was taken from you. And the divine's working with you to move forward towards a happy ending. And there's somebody wanting to come in and communicate, saying that they want an equal reciprocity. But there's no relationship here. There's no balance. But this unrest, this anxiety, whatever it is, it's like it's haunting them. It's haunting them to bring in some sort of stability. But the fact that they lied to you is going to piss you off. Ultimately, it's going to set you free, though. Yeah, Five of Swords. There's too many rumors. There's too much rumors. There's too much he said, she said. There's too much bullshit going on behind the scenes. It's like somebody can't keep your name out of their mouth. And they're basically sabotaging any type of connection that they have with you by keeping your name in their mouth. I don't know. I think it's their insecurities getting the best of them. I think that's the problem. Yeah, people are just trying to create drama because they're bored. They're bored out of their freaking tree. So again, just so you guys know, it's $1 a card. If you'd like to throw in a super chat with a question or a super sticker for general message, you can do so. You can also head over to the Hypsee link that's in my link section and order a reading from there too as well. And there's free clarifiers tonight, so depending on the reading that you order, will determine what you get, and I will do clarifiers free of charge if there is need for them. So feel free if you'd like to pipe up and ask a question. Members get a free message, so if you have if you are a member and you'd like a message, you can throw stars and hearts in with your question. Welcome in, Lawrence. Sharish, welcome in, all the way from central London. Welcome in, John. Yeah, I agree, Renee. You guys wanted me to come back, so I'm here. I got 15 people in here. Sitting there watching me roll a cigarette. I don't know. I haven't seen her. Oh, there she is. You must have smelt her on the way in there, Renee. Welcome in, Lilith. Were you here for the last live? It was definitely an interesting message. I know I was a little late coming in, but I ended up having a nap beforehand. It was a pretty good one, right? And she appears. Boo. That's alright. I had an early afternoon nap. I initially was supposed to come on here and do the reading there for 6 p.m., but it didn't end up happening until like well after 9:30. But I'm glad you got some rest, Lilith. It's been rough, I know. I got room for 20 slots over at Hypsee, so, you know, there's 20 slots there available. I can add 5 more slots if I need to. And if you have any difficulties logging in, use that free option, Collective Take the Wheel, and explain as to what the issue is. So that way I can put it towards the support team, because I know people have been having issues trying to sign in and get a reading through the portal. So good stuff, Lilith. I'm glad things are working out for you better. Caffeine IV stat. Yeah. No kidding. I felt a little groggy waking up, though, earlier. I just wanted to go back to sleep again. Had some time with my guides, and then I had a very, very weird dream. Very weird dream. The dream basically consisted of my grandfather driving me somewhere, but he was driving in the wrong direction. And then we ended up stopping off at some spot, and then these kids got a hold of my cell phone and put a game on my phone that I couldn't get off my phone. It wouldn't go away. And it screwed up my phone. So, and then I got all pissed off, and then I woke up. And it's like, okay, well, what kind of dream was that for? Like, but it's like, it seems as though, like, it's almost like my grandfather was trying to drive me in the wrong direction on purpose. So it's like there's something at the helm of him having a misunderstanding about me or pointing me in the wrong direction to go somewhere or do something. It's weird. And all it did is bring me trouble. And it's like he was misunderstanding me on purpose only to get a rise out of me. So, but I don't talk to my grandfather anymore because he's good with the guilt trips, and I don't fall for it anymore. I have a feeling he's still alive, but apparently he got admitted to the hospital because he had pneumonia or something like that, so I'm not even too sure. Welcome in, Patricia. So if there's anybody there that is having a hard time in the chat to even chat, I have the chat open. But if you're not able to chat, go over to Hypsee and throw it in the free option for the take the wheel to let me know you're trying to chat and you can't chat. Click on the link and go over to Hypsee and throw me a message over there. Because there was a time there, the last couple lives, where people were having a hard time getting into chat. So if you're not able to chat, you should be able to chat. Unless you're blocked out, it shouldn't, it shouldn't allow, it shouldn't be blocking you out unless you're actually blocked out. Yeah, they do work, but you need to cleanse them often. You need to smudge them every once in a while, because they get caked with the negativity. You want to do it at least every 3 to 6 months. If not, if you've got a lot of really weird dreams, you might want to do it more frequently. But if you're not really dreaming anything weird, then you should be okay. But if you're feeling that the dream catcher's not working, it probably needs to be cleansed. This is a Midnight Madness event for you, collective. So get in on your readings if you want. There's many to choose from. There's a bunch over at Hypsee, and you can go $1 a card here for a super chat with your question, or a super sticker for a general message. And my members get a freebie because you're already supporting me monthly. So if you have a question that you'd like, throw some hearts and stars with your question if you're a member. And yes, dream catchers, if you can make your own, it's better off that you make it your own. And when you're making it, you need to infuse good properties into that. So you need your visualization on point. Like, don't make a dream catcher when you're pissed off, because it diffuses the purpose of a dream catcher. I'm trying to keep the table open and not do a collective. So that way I keep the table open for you guys. So get in your readings while you can. And again, I have 20 slots open over at Hypsee, so I'm on here for you guys. That's why I'm not doing much of a collective tonight. I'm having the table open for you. Right? I'll pass this one. Don't want to swim with the fishies. Because I'm offering free clarifiers. So if you get a reading, you get free clarifiers. But you have to state that in your question. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Aw, thank you, Lilith. Was that a donation or would you like a message? And Patricia, I'm done doing freebies. You know, the only ones that get freebies are the members because they actually support me per month. Whether it's in chat side or not, they're still supporting me. So, and the ones that aren't members, they still support me. Like Lilith, she's one of them. She might not be a member, but she does a lot of work in the chat to keep the chat rolling. And the fact that she does that work, she gets a message every once in a while. And the fact that she supports me and she gives donations and whatnot, she deserves a message, right? I had a whole bunch of freebies happening and nobody was paying out. Everybody started expecting it for free. And then this is the way I make my money. This is the way I eat. This is the way I pay my bills. Right? And if the stores just decided, okay, it's free of charge, just go in and get whatever food you want, just walk out the door, they wouldn't be making any money either. Right? karmic retribution for people who came at you in the past. So what did they get karma side? Okay. Spirit, what's the deal? Can you give me some tea on the karmic retribution, the karmic bullshit that the karmics got for karmicking in Lilith's life? What is up in Karmicville? Message for Lilith. Ooh, really? Alright, so whoever had your name in their mouth, they ended up getting left out in the cold because they lied. Somebody found out the truth, and they found out that they were being lied to. So they left whoever this was, put him out in the cold. They might be coming back in to repent. Whoever this person was that left him out in the cold taught him a very valuable lesson. You've worked very, very hard to stand on your intention, Lilith, and it's going to be very fruitful for you because you move forward with good intention. Just keep nurturing your truth. And don't show any compassion to this person that was left out in the cold. Okay? Because they're going to come back and try to guilt trip you. Like emotionally manipulate you. See it for what it is. They want you to overthink your decision to leave them out in the cold as well. For lying. They want you to overthink your actions and what you've been working on. Yeah, and it's basically to manipulate you. Out of you standing on business. You leading by example. They're coming in to open old wounds because you're standing on truth. You're nurturing the truth. And you're not allowing this emotional manipulation to take form. Yeah, which is creating chaos within their family, within their situation, situationship, whatever. Yeah, there's the chaos right there. Everything that they were trying to do it isn't turning out well. It isn't turning out as expected. It's all blowing up in their face. We're trying to manipulate you. I'm also picking up that they're finding out the truth. Now that they see them, their masks slipped off and they've seen them for who they are. And that's going to be revealed. It's all coming out in the wash. Welcome in, Bradley. Yeah, everything that they did to bring you chaos is blowing up in their face. Two more. Yeah, this is something they can't walk away from. This chaos is directly tied to them. And you just need to continue sitting pretty and stay focused on what you're working on. And just to let you know, the worst is over, Lilith. Okay? Somebody might be coming back to repent. So you could probably listen to what they have to say, but don't allow them to manipulate you. Okay? But they want to clear some sort of karmic bullshit. They want to be able to sleep at night, and the only way they can do that is to come and speak to you about it. They're being guided, is what I'm being told. So maybe hear them out, but don't allow them to manipulate you. You got angels watching you. You're protected. Yeah. You've done too much work on yourself to allow them in and to manipulate you again. And I think they know that now. Yeah, the divine is guiding them in. That's the only way they're going to move forward. They're going to come in and beg you. Maybe to get back with you, but you've cut them out already. Because they're manipulative ways, and you know you deserve better than that. You're not satisfied with it. And this is going to put them into an awakening. And this is going to end out the cycle once and for all. So you may need to allow them to come in, but they're going to act out of character. They're going to act like a tyrant, and then they're going to walk away. Because they totally misjudged this whole idea of commitment with you. And there's literally no hope of them starting a new beginning. They're all unbalanced, and they just want to, it's like they want to heal their broken heart, and they feel there's unfinished business, and they want to give back, but they don't have much to give back. They're overwhelmed right now with sadness, and they're trying to find a strategic way that you're not going to see coming to come in and offer some sort of stability. But the fact that you've opened up your mind to new possibilities, and you're finding strength, and you're not wanting to move forward, and you're walking away from that, you have no compassion for this person, and you're focusing on your peace. You're focusing on your wheel of fortune. And you're healing out this stuff, and you're keeping it to yourself. You're not revealing anything. And by you standing on business, they're going to come in and say that you're sabotaging it when you're not. You're not going to sabotage your peace because it's too expensive. Yeah, make them beg. I like Bradley's idea. Make them beg. But them coming back in and begging you is part of your justice. Okay? But it doesn't mean that you have to take it. It doesn't mean that you have to take them on or anything like that. Yeah, because they know what they lost out on, right? And they got to see if they have another chance with you, which 9 times out of 10 they don't. But that's not your problem, that's their problem. They should have treated you better. Right? That's just the way that's just the way it is. How's things going, Bradley? What's new with you, buddy? Yeah, quality is hard to come by. It sucks for them for screwing it all up. It's wild. I open the table and I've got 16 people sitting in the chat looking at me. And they're waiting for free messages. Meanwhile, I open up the table at $1 a card. And I had so many people wanting me to come back online on a live. And hardly any of them are back here. It's either that or they're just sitting like lurking gherkins. They're not even in the chat. They're just sitting here. Thank you again, Lilith. Is there anything else you want me to tap into? Shoot Renee a little message. I can. It's up to Renee, though. What would you like me to look into, Renee? Is there any particular question you might have? Just general? Okay. Spirit, what's the general message for Renee? What's the best blessed message for Renee? As a general message, what she might need to know right now? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individuals lying to you, or there's a liar in the family causing chaos. What's the scoop? Yeah. So, Queen of Swords reversed, the Ten of Cups right side up, Temperance reversed, Page of Swords reversed, the Emperor, and Seven of Swords reversed. Okay. Well, she's lying about the family, which is creating chaos. Something about your father, maybe? A father figure was being strategic regarding something. I don't know if your father's still kicking or not, but there's definitely something strategic happening regarding that. Welcome in, Marine. Why do I get the feeling that you guys have different fathers, the same mother? She's very, very bitter. She's trying to create bitterness. If not, she's very, very bitter about the way things progressed and the way things ended. And it has something to do with your father. Ah, okay, so it's haunting them. That's probably what it is. She's probably being haunted with the chaos that she created. And I'm picking up on the fact that she's wanting a new relationship. She wants to release this chaos, but she doesn't know how to come forward to speak on it. She's missing the family kind of get-togethers. She's missing the family dynamics. And I have a feeling that her family is falling apart. If she's married, I think she's headed for a divorce. But she doesn't really have anybody to stand in her corner, because she blew it all up with this chaos that she created for herself. And now she's having to defend herself. So I don't know whether or not she's going to come out of the woodwork. Yeah, there's no commitment here. So there very well could be that she's getting a divorce. And yeah, she wants to reconcile with you, but she doesn't know how. Yep, it's all coming to an end. I think her husband is asking for a divorce because he's finding out she's evil too. And there's no reciprocity there. There's no balance at all. At all, at all, at all. And she's trying to find somebody to be on her side. But she was evil with you too. So it's not like she can come in and be all nicey nice, because you're going to know the truth. And you're going to find out the truth. And you're probably going to call her out on her shit. So she's having no other choice but to take accountability. That's what it seems like to me. Yeah, it's not working out in her favor. She burned her bridges. She thinks she's going to be successful with this reconciliation with you, though. But it's not in her favor. Yeah. Because you cut this out. You cut this out. You were already burned by her. You've got scars from the burns. And you don't forget. You can forgive, but you're not forgetting. This is also justice for you if she does come in, because then you're able to basically remind her of what happened. And focus on yourself. Don't focus on the distractions. But I have a feeling she's going to be extremely lonely for the holidays. And the fact that you're focused on yourself, the fact that you're as a complete person and you don't need them in your life is a major tower for them. Because you cut this out. She wants to take all the money? Fine, take all the money. Now they're being haunted. Yep. And you're too strong for this now. You're too complete as your own person. And the thing is, you don't even need the reciprocity. You don't even need the... You really don't even need to forgive them either. You're complete as yourself. Like, it's not even the fact that you're lonely. You're happy in your solitude. And anything there to jeopardize your peace is way too expensive. It's not worth it to you. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're focused on yourself. Yep. You're happy with your solitude. It allows you to go within and find out new empowerment about yourself. You're finding great insight within yourself, within your mind, within your subconscious. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is a message for Renee. Yeah, things are going to balance out for you just fine there, Renee. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Stand in your power. Stay true to yourself. Lead by example. And don't let anybody sway you, okay? And this is not something that you have to really walk away from. You've already walked away from it. Right? So I wouldn't worry too much. Just stay grounded and stay in your element. Don't allow them to come in and manipulate you or get you to try to show them compassion or whatever. You can show them compassion, but you don't have to put up with their shit. Right? 'Tis the season to be generous, right? But use your discernment. Okay. Welcome in, Maureen. Would there be a chance you would like a message? Members get a freebie. Caramel coffee. I'm in for that. I'm game. Don't worry. Be happy. Do 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 do. Don't worry, be do 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 do. Don't worry, be happy now. Do 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 do. And do 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 do. And do 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 do. And do 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 do. Do 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 do. And do 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 do. Don't worry, be happy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All members get a freebie. Do you want a message there, Maureen? Alright, Spirit. What do we got for Maureen? What is your blessed message? Blessed message for Maureen. You got Justice on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Yeehaw. What's going on, Spirit? Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. Shit's on the up and up for you, Maureen. This is beautiful. You got the Ace of Cups, you got the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles. Yee freaking ha. Is there anything else? Two of Pentacles? Wow, things are about to change for you. You got the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Three of Wands on the top of the deck. You've got the Two of Pentacles. You've got the Five of Cups reversed. You alchemizing this pain and this suffering and this heartache, Maureen, you're literally going to be, you're transmuting this. The divine is working with you to rekindle your heart space, to love on yourself, and to empower yourself. And things are going to balance out just fine. I really do see there's a love offer coming in for you soon. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Lilith, again. This is beautiful. I don't want to go any further into the deck because you just got to be patient, okay? Your new beginning is coming. Okay, that's your justice. This is your justice coming in. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Cups. This person's going to come in and love you for a change. They're putting a ring on it. This is your Emperor coming in, Empress. So get ready for it. You're thinking you're never going to love again? You got love coming in, and this is actually going to last. This is somebody you're not going to have to apologize for or apologize to. This person's going to want to reconcile with you and actually keep the communication open. This person's going to empower you. They're not going to want you to give back anything really, other than just compassion and love. They love the fact that you're so truthful and honest, and they want a beautiful new beginning with you. All because you nurture your truth and you're honest, you're sincere. This is beautiful energy. I'm happy for you, Marine. You deserve it. You deserve it. And I got goosebumps. So that's a sign. It's a good sign. So, yay freaking ha for you, Marine. I'm a little bit jealous. But that's okay. Welcome in, Ma. And this connection, you're going to know. You're going to know. Because the energy is going to be way different than what you've ever experienced. It's going to be way different. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to stay on here for another half hour, so get your messages in. Thank you again, Lilith, for that beautiful donation. Yes, I can. What is there about Lilith's career? What's coming in for her career-wise? Spirits, right off the bat, I haven't even got cards out, but right off the bat, there's back burner stuff that you've been just putting on the back burner, thinking that you're not going to get any reciprocation for, but you need to stand on business with that. In regards to this, you're lying to yourself. You're deceiving yourself out of abundance by not moving forward. You need to move forward. You need to alchemize the shit and clear it out. You need to face it head on, show it compassion, and stop settling for less. Maybe you're not necessarily lying to yourself, but you very well could be, you could be sitting with less potential than what you're actually capable of. You're not living to your fullest potential. So in essence, you are lying to yourself about your possibilities. You're rather closed-minded at the possibility of what you got available to you. And something's telling me you need to open your mind to new possibilities, new avenues, new ways of going about it. But again, there's a lot of back burner shit that you think, oh, that's never going to happen. Oh, that's never going to happen. Why is it never going to happen? And it's not going to happen because you're not willing to take it on. You're not willing to put it in the forefront and actually look at it. But there's some dreams that you've been wanting for your whole life. They keep rearing their little ugly head and screaming at you, and you just keep putting it on the back burner. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It's time. Spirit's saying it's time. It's time to make it happen. You have more than enough experience. You have more than enough emotion. You have more than enough compassion to put it forward and make it actually work out for you better than expected. But you have to believe that within yourself first before you can actually take those steps to make it happen. And even choosing to make it happen is a step. Focusing and visualizing it happening is a step. You don't have to worry about the money. You don't have to worry about the pathway on how you're going to get there. That's irrelative, because that'll all fall into place as it needs to, right? But what you need to do is brainstorm about the possibilities, and don't think of money as as a setback. Don't think of learning a new skill as a setback, because it will all fall into place as you move forward with this visualization. Even just simply visualizing it, putting it on a visual board or whatever, sticking it up on your wall. Writing a letter to yourself, creating some manifestation trigger words regarding that, and speaking on it, and speaking those trigger words on a daily basis, right? But ultimately, you already know what you want to do for your career. It's just, I think you're just being a little bit closed-minded that it has to happen this way, it has to happen that way, it has to happen a certain particular way for it to work out for you the way that you want it to work out for you. But you have to open up your minds to new possibilities of how that can happen for you instead. I think that's your biggest setback, is opening up your mind to the possibility of it, because some of it might cost money to get there. Meanwhile, you already have the experience you need. And some of the stuff you got on the back burner, it's all requiring you to have the confidence to start it up. But you have the know-how, you have what it takes, you have the experience. You just need to believe in yourself. It's that simple. You're just making it complicated. So, yep. Yeah, because you're alchemizing all the pain and the suffering within you. And that's the thing about self-healing. Once you start alchemizing what's been ailing you, and once, like, a lot of our illness is what we're holding on to from trauma. And as we alchemize that trauma, the sickness and the illness fades away. And that's what a lot of us think. Oh, we got to go to the doctor. Oh, we got to get another pill. Oh, we got to take another prescription. Oh, we got to do this. Oh, we got to do that. Meanwhile, your body is a miraculous entity in itself. And depending on the trauma that we hold on to is what creates the sickness in the beginning. A lot of people that have cancer are holding on to a lot of traumatic experiences that they haven't processed yet. And some of these processes and some of these experiences are blocked out. They have no memory of it, because that is the way they've survived. They've just pushed it under the rug and they've walked away. And this is why letting go doesn't really help you in the end. You have to process it and alchemize it. If you don't, you'll hold on to it. And then it'll be a memory of the figment of the past that you're carrying with you. All it does is create drag. And this is what creates the sickness to begin with. So doing a memory recall and going back in and sitting with it, showing it compassion, seeing where things could have been different, and empowering yourself, creating boundaries, so that way you can finally release it and you learn from it. It's as simple as that, just sitting with it. The question is, do you think it's going to work out? Go try it out. But I'm just figuring, Lilith, you're still in your healing period, right? You're still learning how to alchemize the bullshit. So as you alchemize the bullshit, you're gaining new knowledge on how to process. When you feel empowered enough to do that, then do it. But I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying hold off until until you're ready to handle it. All right? I'm not saying to not do it, but it's just about making sure that you're strong enough to, you can still show compassion, but don't hold on to their pain for them. And I think that's what a lot of people that are empathetic to other people's trauma and tribulations, they tend to hold on to other people's pain, which bogs them down. And you got to learn how to be able to show compassion but not hold on to their pain, because it's not yours to hold on to. It creates almost a helplessness, right? So you try to hold on to their pain and you try to take their pain for them, and that's not the way it goes. But you can learn how to alchemize your own shit, use that as an example to help them as an example to alchemize their shit. You know what I mean? And that way you're not having to carry it for them. Because there's a lot of people out here that don't want to help themselves, and they just want somebody to listen and carry their pain. So they project onto these people, whoever that might be, and that's how they get bogged down. Everybody's good to listen, but there's certain people that know how to draw the line and make a boundary, saying, okay, I hear you, I see you, I validate you, but I'm not going to sit here and feel helpless for you. That's your job. You know, if you want to sitting there and be all helpless and not wanting to alchemize it and change it for yourself, then I'm not going to sit here and take responsibility for something that you're not willing to fix. You know what I mean? Because some people just like to project their shit onto other people to make them feel better about the fact that they're getting a reaction from someone. And that's not the way we do things here. Right? So it's ultimately up to you and what you feel that you can handle and what you feel that you can take on for yourself. If you feel that you're ready for it, by all means, go check it out. Go try it. Do it part-time for the next little while and see how it works out for you. If it works out good, you want to go full-time, then go full-time. But that's up to you. That's your decision. That's your journey. If that's something that you want to do, you feel that you're going to find fulfillment with that, you're going to feel fulfilled with that, make it happen for you. You know? And you have a very, very kind heart, very kind soul, and it very well could be what you're looking for. So make it work. Make it work for you. Which is awesome. I hope it works out for you. Better than expected. I just wanted, because you've been going through a lot of really, really, really tough times. Okay? And I just wanted to make sure that you were mentally, emotionally ready before you took on that idea, because it's very draining if you don't know how to process it. Right? I'm just adding your guys' names to the ballots, that's all. Lilith, you got 3 new ballots. Maureen, Renee, and Sarah. you all got extra ballots. So again, I'm only going to be on here for another 20 minutes. So, yeah. If you guys wanted to get a reading in, get a reading in. There's $1 a card for a super chat. Or a super sticker for general message. It can be whatever denomination you want it to be. You can do a $2.99 one and I'll give you 3. I round up. There's free clarifiers if you ask for them. You can get a reading over at Hypsee. There's 6 different possibilities for you there. Yep. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4. Lilith's got 4. 1, 2, 3. Renee's got 3. Sarah's got 1. Maureen's got 1, 2. Yeah, Maureen's got 2. So I think I'm gonna do the raffle probably. The way that it's going, it's probably going to be once a month. But this is for a full reading with me. And I think I might instigate it through YouTube and do an unlisted live. Just for the ones that maybe not on Hypsee. So that way, because everybody's connected through YouTube, so I'm trying to figure out a way I can work it through YouTube. So that way the people that are on YouTube, then that are not through Hypsee, or they don't have Facebook or Instagram, that we can somehow work it in YouTube. And the only way I can really see that happening is an unlisted live. I don't use Zoom. So what I might do is I might post a post where you put your email in on the post. And then I take your email and I send you an email. And I'll delete the post on my post section. And then I'll send you an email and then you hook up into the sharing the live, and it's unlisted. So you'll get the link. And then you get the link for the full reading. And you can view it at any time. So the only thing is you got to show you got to show yourself on camera. I want to see you. But then that live is going to be saved for later viewing. I'll send you the link for it. So, but I figure that's the best way, I think, to do it, because everybody's connected through YouTube, so it'll work out. Welcome in, Chevy. I got $1 a card on here tonight. Or I've got Hypsee open too as well. There's a bunch of readings over at Hypsee if you want to jump in on one. It is available, Chev. Check out the pinned comment otherwise. $1 a card. You can get as many, whatever you throw in for $1, $2, $5, $10. I'll get you that many cards. There's free clarifiers if you want. I'm only on here for another 15 minutes though. I've been on here 1 hour and 40 minutes so far. So the Hypsee link is in the description and it's in the link section. Wait, was that background there before? No, this is a new background because I switched out my room a little bit. I moved my table around and I moved my bed around. So if I move this out, it'll show my door. And I'd rather have a background than to show my door in the background. So no, you're not imagining things. My members live, though, you'll see me face to face. So if you become a member, we do have a members live coming up. I'm going to be taking tomorrow, Sunday off. And then Monday for my members, be ready because I'm going to be doing a members live tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a collective, as well as I'm going to be opening for my members, my membership readings. So if you guys want your full reading, you can get that tomorrow on the members live. Not tomorrow, on Monday. I've got a bunch of different cloths, but I figured the dragon went with the dragons. So I figured that was the best one. And if you noticed, I added my gargoyle into the set too as well. He's sitting up on the drum. I painted him myself. I think I want to redo the paint job though. It's been a while. Yeah. So that is what you'll see on the members live, is the background for the green forest. So that's what I have for the that's what I'm gonna have for the members lives. No, I just added it in for added protection. Yep, so you got 10 minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. Yeah, the gargoyle, he kind of blends into the background. I noticed that. got 10 minutes to order your reading. For those that have not, it's $1 a card, super chat. You can throw your question in the super chat. Or a super sticker for a general message of any denomination. It'll get you that many cards at $1 a card. If you'd like clarifiers, you can clarify please. And I will add in free clarifiers. $1 holla holla. But yeah, if I got any members sitting in the chat that hasn't got a message and you like a message, you guys get a freebie because you're supporting me per month. So if you have a question or anything, throw some stars and hearts with your question. Otherwise, just throw hearts and stars in a message, and I'll just do a general message for you. But that is for members only. Understand that any denomination, any sale, any message you get gets you an automatic ballot for a free reading, a free full reading, valued at $60. And I think it's going to be once a month that I'm going to be offering that. But you have to donate to the channel, or you have to order mini readings in order to get a ballot. So even though you might get a mini reading now, it may get you eligibility to get a full reading later, which is pretty substantial in value, because you're not only getting one now, but you're getting a more larger one that is more in-depth. This reading lasts anywhere from an hour to 45 minutes. And that includes a Celtic Cross reading with clarifiers and a 6-stack clarifier on what you need to know, as well as your current situation. So that's why it takes so long. So that is what is up for grabs. And I'm not really putting it a post, mainly because I want to keep it to the ones that show up. Thank you, Frey. Can I draw some cards for you? Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. I throw you 10 cards if you want. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I'll hook you up. Spirit, what's the best blessed message for Frey at this time? What's the best blessed message for Frey that they can partake in what they need to know right now? If things have been rather stagnant for you lately, Frey, things are going to pick up for you. This may be a little bit unstable, though. There very well could be some unfinished business that you need to take care of. That's kind of weakening your foundation. There's definitely some sort of deception around you. If you've been feeling like you've been watched, they're not able to watch you anymore. If that's significant. Let's see, what else? You could be starting your own business. It may be starting off to a rocky start. But you just need to hold compassion with this. And sit in compassion because things are going to work out better than expected. Somebody's expecting some sort of an apology where there is no need for it. Because you're standing on business and they don't like it. However that makes any sense to you. I'm kind of feeling like there's a relationship issue that you're dealing with. And you caught somebody in a lie that they can't walk away from. And they can't manipulate themselves out of it. And it's kind of like an oh shit moment for them. You're willing to show it compassion, but they're not willing to be honest. So how can you show compassion to dishonesty? Doesn't work that way, right? Yeah, you're sitting very, very stable, despite it all. I wouldn't worry too much. You're leading by example, and this is why they feel guilty. Yeah, because they... Okay, so... This unfinished business is because they feel like they had some sort of fear of missing out. And because you're standing on business, it isn't working out for them. Like it's blowing up in their face with whatever this is. This is regarding a relationship. Specifically, there's a Two of Cups out here. And it's almost like their insecurities are sabotaging the connection. Had they only opened up and been honest, things would be so much different. Now they're trying to switch up. They're trying to switch up their words because you're standing on business, and the thing is you're exposing them. You've had nothing but good intentions in this, and you're nurturing your truth regarding this situation, and you're inspired to move forward, but they're so stuck in their insecurities that this is what's hurting the situation. They're having a hard time finding self-worth. They hate themselves for what they did and what they started to do and how they've sabotaged this connection. They know they fucked up, but they don't know how to fix it. So you might have to give them a pass. Okay? You might have to give them a pass, a hallway pass, and just say, look, I know there's something that you need to tell me, and I know that I'm not going to like what you're going to tell me, but I'm going to give you a pass because I don't want to lose out on this connection, and as long as you're honest and transparent with me, you know, there very well could be a possibility of rekindling things, but unless you're honest with yourself and honest with me, there's no continuing this. You know, but they have to show up transparent. And it's like there's unfinished business here, and they're the ones that fucked up. You're very genuine and compassionate to the situation. Where I'm really picking up on a superficial energy where they're concerned. And they were exposed because of it. And now they want to reconcile some sort of heartfelt feelings that they feel they can't let go of. And this is something that they have to deal with head on, and it's not something, it's literally haunting them. They're literally, you're living rent free in their head. They know they shouldn't have fucked up and did what they did, but they did it anyway. They just don't know how to fix it. So I don't know whether or not you want to give them a pass, even just to reconcile the unfinished business, so that way both of you can move on in a different direction. Whatever the case may be, whatever you guys choose to decide. But I do feel that there needs to be a situation where you guys can sit at the table and tell each other how you feel. And get it all out on the table, and at least you guys know where you stand. And if there's a friendship after this, then there's a friendship. But this is a loss for both of you, because both of you at the beginning, I do see a very strong, very good relationship. But it's almost like there was a third party that got in between you two, and it really threw things for a loop. But I have a feeling that they want to show up right. They know they fucked up, and they need to take accountability for it. So, and this doesn't necessarily mean that you guys rekindle the relationship. It could just end up in a friendship. You know what I mean? Yeah, focus on your business. You're having a little bit of cold feet with the business. Open up your mind to new possibilities, new perspective. Micro, macro. You're thinking too small with the business. You can outsource a lot of what you're wanting to do, from what Spirit's saying. But you're thinking too small. You can like broaden this whole perspective out. Like to hit a bigger target market is what I'm picking up on. There's more reciprocity in the target market by broadening that than what you would otherwise. And there's a lot of success in what you're opening up to. So go big or go home kind of situation. You have rights to start it off small, but I see you broadening your perspective, broadening this whole aspect and seeing it from a bigger perspective. But start baby steps, get it moving, and then let it happen organically. But if you're finding that you're having cold feet and you're thinking that it's not going to work out, block that shit out. Because that is all previous from past failures, right? And you're trying to reprogram your brain with a new experience. And this is partially as to the reason why you're opening this company to begin with. Because you've tried to do this before, but with a different area, different expertise, a different genre. And it didn't end up working out for you before. Because it was a different company, different market, different idea. But this is like tried and tested and true, whatever you're working on now. And you have a lot more experience in this market, what you're working on now, than what you were working on in the previous one. So this cold feet thing that you're kind of hemming and hawing about, this is because of your past situations. This is meant to reprogram you, to get you to open up your mind and think of the possibilities. But something tells me you're going to be really successful with this, so keep going, keep moving forward with it. Okay? I have faith that it's going to work out, but you need to have faith too. All right? Last call for alcohol. If you got a message, if you want a message, throw it on in now. Gonna stay open for another 2 minutes. Okay, another 4 minutes. What's your question, Sarah? Yes, that is pretty awesome of you, Frey. Is there anybody else in the 17 to 20 people that just showed up that wants a message? Frey will buy it for you. How can you stop being so self-conscious? I have to get back my confidence. I act so awkward. Self-conscious isn't a bad thing. You're conscious of self, Sarah. Okay? That's a rarity. Okay? People put it out that being self-conscious is a bad thing. It's not. You're conscious of your being. You're conscious of your actions. You're conscious of your feelings. You're conscious of your thoughts. You know, it's good. It's good to be that way. Because it means you're alive. It means you're well. It means that, you know, you're not an NPC. It means that you have feelings. And that you have thoughts that run through your brain. You don't want to be less self-conscious. It means that you're real. Right? You're not an NPC. You're not just you know, you're just not autopiloting through your life. You know, you're taking accountability for your actions. You're taking accountability for your thoughts and your heart, your compassion. That's something real. It's something substantially genuine to have. You know, if people are saying, oh, you're too self-conscious about yourself, take it as a compliment. Oh, you're too sensitive. Oh, thanks. Clearly, you're totally inept if you think I'm too sensitive. Clearly, you have absolutely no emotion whatsoever for you to tell me that I'm too sensitive. Thank you for that compliment, because that's how I'm taking it. If you're thinking that you're going to turn around and badmouth me and tell me that I'm too sensitive, I'm happy that I'm sensitive. I'm happy that I can actually feel with my heart. I'm actually happy that I can actually have my emotions and be real and be authentic. There's so many people that are walking around emotionless and totally inept to the ability to feel because they're so numb from their pain and their suffering that they choose not to look at. Welcome in, Kimberly. So Frey just bought a message for someone. So anybody that's not a member that would like a message, Throw your hearts in the chat. The fact that you're worried about hurting people's feelings, you know, that's a good thing to worry about because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, right? But sometimes people will weaponize that, right? They weaponize the compassion by making you feel guilty for shit that wasn't even yours to feel guilty for. So you gotta use discernment with that. You gotta watch yourself. Because when people know that you're sensitive, they'll play out certain situations to manipulate you into feeling bad for them. And that's where you gotta use your discernment. But if somebody's coming at you and saying that you're too sensitive for this or that, let them. Because what it is it's showing them it's showing you who they are. That they're absolutely emotionally inept. Right? Out of 21 people, there's only one that wants a reading. What are y'all scared of? That I might tell you the truth? Oh my goodness, Harris. I'm glad that you're getting better anyway. I'm glad you're back. Hey there, Tiger. Welcome in. Thank you so much for that. Was that a donation, or would you like to, would you like a message? Any message for you? All right. I'll give you a bit. I'm compelled to use the dragon deck, so I'm going to use the dragons for you. What's the message for Tiger? What's the message for Tiger? Holy shit, Tiger. What's going on with you? Did you just break up with somebody? You just get fired? Like, it's looking like you've been going through it. The Ace of Coins in reverse. You got the Two of Cups in reverse. You got Justice in reverse. What's the deal? And you got Tower on the bottom of the deck. The hell's going on? Now I want the tea from you. What's going on? And the Ten of Wands. Yikes. Yeah, somebody's collaborating against you. The thing is you're the most stable one there. And people are collaborating against you. I think they know somebody wants you to lose your job. Somebody's jealous. Was there somebody at work that you friend zoned? Did somebody try to ask you out at work and you friend zoned them because you're like, you know what? No, I don't mix business with pleasure. Did you friend zone somebody at work? Because if that's the case, they're trying to get you fired because you said no to them. They're taking it personal. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Your supervisor does not like you because of the person that they're dating. She's got nothing good to say about you. Okay, now your supervisor's caught in the middle. She's probably giving him some sort of an ultimatum that if you don't fire him, then I'm gonna, it's either that or I break up with you. I think you should level with your supervisor and come to some sort of an agreement with them. Just say, I don't know where we got off wrong, but I want to try to level the playing field here. I know you are my superior. I know you're my supervisor. And I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to butter you up or anything. I just want to do my job and make sure that it's good. And that way you and I don't have any beef. Right? Well, yeah, it's against company policy, no doubt. Should you snitch? I would keep that ace in your back pocket. And I wouldn't necessarily give them an ultimatum and just say, look, if you don't reconcile shit with me to where we're on good terms, save that, save that ace, leave it in your back pocket, because then if there's something that goes down where they're starting to get all unruly, then I would say, okay, well, if you want to be like this, then I can take an ace out of my back pocket and basically get you reprimanded for having a conflict of interest at work. But don't use it right away. Okay? Yeah, there's definitely a 10 of wands here and a 10 of swords. So, in essence, I think there very well could be the fact that you might be looking for another job. But to some degree, they're doing you a favor. Because who wants to deal with the supervisor like that to start with? You know? The Spirit's saying that there's going to be another job offer. Have you applied to other places in the last couple weeks? Because I have a feeling there's going to be another job offer coming in anyway. Can I get more on that? New job offer? The 7 of Cups. Focus on yourself. King of Wands. Lead by example. Focus on your job at hand. Lead by example. And that just in itself is going to cause a tower. And get good with the supervisors above this supervisor. Okay? Whoever the supervisor is above this person, get in good with them and just call a meeting. Right? And make sure that this supervisor knows that you called a meeting. But just talk about work, talk about feedback, talk about the business, talk about things that, you feel that might help the business, that kind of stuff. But don't get into specifics about this other supervisor and their relationship yet. Maybe beat around the bush that maybe your supervisors should be careful on who they're interacting with because it's a conflict of interest for the other employees. Kind of thing. that you've noticed a couple things around town, so to speak. But by you setting the example, it's going to make you look better by being genuine and authentic. Yeah, I have a feeling that that relationship's not going to last long. And I have a feeling this is going to shoot them in the foot. It's not going to shoot you in the foot. It's going to shoot them in the foot. Don't overthink it about this new beginning. Somebody's been watching you. Somebody's been spying on you, and the fact that they're sad that they can't do that anymore, it's really irking them. I have a feeling this supervisor is going to give them an ultimatum, this person that they're dating that doesn't like you. Just be patient. You're going to come out more stable than what you think. Make a wish. Have the hope. And nurture your truth. Be authentic and just take the emotion out of it. Don't allow your emotions to be overrun. Alright? But they think because you friend zone them, because you're not willing to put into a relationship at work, and because of that, you're keeping things professional. And now they went to the other supervisor to try to get in with them in order to get you fired. That's bad form. Once the supervisor knows all of that, it's not going to go down well with them. The fact that they're coming in to get into a relationship with your supervisor just to manipulate them, when you're one of their best employees, like you can't even... Wow. It's going to be something that they're not going to be able to walk away from. Should you be the one bringing it up to them, or they will find out? Nurture the integrity of the situation. You got the death card in the reverse, so that's a rebirth. This job that you applied to, was it a job that you used to work at and you're trying to get back in again? Then I would be going and having a talk with the owner. I would do it and just say, hold off and see how it goes, because you might need a new supervisor and you might need a new employee, because they're probably gonna play their cards as if you're the problem, right? And this supervisor is going to be caught in the middle. So yes, go talk to the owner directly and just say, keep it to yourself for now, and let's see how this plays out. Because that supervisor is eventually going to have to go to the owner, right? And the fact that you're getting the upper hand with the owner, that's not going to go over well with the supervisor. It's really giving me checkmate energy. This dumbass bitch is trying to manipulate the supervisor to get rid of you. Meanwhile, the owner loves you, probably hates this other coworker, and probably doesn't really like the supervisor. I just have that feeling. That's amazing. I think you're going to get something. They're going to call you in the next couple weeks, I think. You might actually be getting a pay raise soon. You might be getting a pay raise to stay where you are. The owner of that company that you're working for now values you more than you realize, and they may get you a pay raise to stay and not take this new job. But there would probably be some stipulations that you reconcile with this supervisor and you guys come to terms with whatever you need to come to terms with to be able to work together. Because it could very well be that you get their job. If they're going to cause problems for you, it's not going to go over well with the owner. I guarantee you. Yeah. Yep. She's digging herself a hole. I don't see her lasting at the job. I think she'll be the first to go. But I think she's grasping at straws. And they're all small straws. They're not the straws that she wants. Kimberly, are you still here? The tea is teeing. That's funny. Do you have a question? Frey bought you a reading, so if you have a question, you're the only one that threw hearts in the chat. So if you'd like a message, you have a question, or you want a general. General? Okay. Yeah, just continue leading by example, Tiger. You got this. Just stay authentic. Be upfront and transparent with the boss. All right? You're going to get the upper hand. So, by staying authentic. Staying genuine, staying loyal. But yeah, I'd have a little bit of a meeting with the owner and just say, yo, this is what's going on. But let's try to keep it quiet for now, because I want to see how this is all going to play out. Because if the supervisor goes to you and says a whole bunch of shit, you come to me and talk to me about it. Because they're probably trying to get me out of here because of her. I already friend zoned her because she tried to make a workplace relationship with me, and I said no, I don't want nothing like that. And she took it personal, and now she's with the supervisor, and I have a feeling they're trying to meld around with my job and cause me to lose my job. But let's just see how this plays out. Let's see if the supervisor is going to be genuine and let this relationship go, or if they're actually going to get put in the middle and, you know, all because of her. And meanwhile, people don't like her to start with. So let's just see how it plays out. But just know that I'm letting you know, just to be genuine and authentic and transparent, that this is what's going on. This is what I feel is going on. But let's see how it plays out. I just need to know that I'll still have my job despite what is going on, because I'm trying to be authentic here. I'm trying to do my job. I don't want to waste your time, but I sure as hell don't want no drama being thrown onto me because I said no, right? So the more upfront and honest you are, I think it'll work out way better for you. All right, Kimberly. General message for Kimberly. What's the best blessed message for Kimberly? All right, you got a new passionate beginning coming in. Okay, quite possibly with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Ooh, you have two to choose from. You got an Aries, Leo, Sag, and a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm not sure if this is a polyamorous thing, but there's definitely something here. What's the scoop, Spirit, for Kimberly? Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're focusing on your independence. Maybe you don't want to choose either one. They're both showing up with good intention, at least. The Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You're choosing not. You're choosing no. You're feeling rather unstable at the moment. You're kind of in your feelings. You're sad about something. You're trying to gain your strength. Okay, so the King of Pentacles has got the reciprocity. They want an equal give and take. And it looks like the King of Wands wants to reconcile. But there's some toxic energy here that needs to be closed out because you're leveling up. You're leveling up by saying no to a particular connection that's got you all unbalanced. They might have left you out in the cold, which made you feel sad. But this King of Pentacles has got an equal reciprocity. Could you be dealing with the passing of someone at this time? Because it's showing the Death card here with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's definitely some toxic manipulation being done. But you need to stand in your Empress energy. There was some sort of manipulation done to end this relationship. which caused an injustice and caused you to close out a cycle. This passing or this ending of a cycle, you might not see this coming yet, or you didn't see it coming, either one, but it caused a lot of injustice. This manipulation is something that you had to deal with head on. It's not something that you could have walked away from. But the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. You just have to be more aware, open your eyes to what's being offered to you. It's like there's some sort of a scam. Somebody tried to scam you out with something, by the looks of it. It's like somebody was love bombing you, making it look like something that it wasn't. And you ended this out. Somebody's watching to wait for things to calm down. Somebody's cutting out a third party and wanting to move forward with you. Yeah, this was a lot of closure that you needed to deal with your dad. This helped you step into your power, though, but somebody's trying to manipulate you. Somebody tried to make you out to be selfish, but you're not. You're very reciprocal. The reciprocity there is definitely there. And they had no other choice but to eat their words, because their toxicity became evident, and this is how you closed out the cycle. And then shortly after that, your father passed away, which helped you to step up into this Empress energy. You called your power back, is what I'm being told, where they tried to create an injustice and manipulate your situation to bettering and to get the upper hand. This is something you didn't see coming. It's something that you couldn't walk away with, something that you had to see it through. But you nurtured this, and this actually is bringing a Wheel of Fortune. Now you're a little bit more observant as to what you're dealing with, and the Tower is in the reverse. So the worst is over. You are going to be moving forward. But there's people that you need to cut out. There's toxic individuals you need to cut out of your life. You do have a happy ever after that you don't really have much hope for. But it is a happy ever after. Somebody tried to manipulate that, but you're having to make a major judgment call regarding that. I don't know if this King of Pentacles and this King of Wands is your brothers, if you have two brothers. No, I broke my heart. I've been feeling stuck and alone. Okay. Well, this could very well be that you have two people coming in. One wants a reciprocity, and then there's one that is rather toxic that you're having to reconcile with. But I'm thinking that you're not one to reconcile. But you do have a genuine relationship coming in, maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a brand new, passionate, beautiful beginning. I think it's safe. So in order to get there, I think you need to cut out the toxicity, empower yourself, bring yourself out of this sadness by empowering yourself. Self-love is important. You must feel as a complete version of yourself, authentically you, empowered, before this relationship can come in, specifically with this King of Pentacles. But there is a happy ever after. Right now you don't see it because you've been manipulated, but you're needing to make that judgment call, alchemize it, to step into that. Focus on yourself. Keep your cards close to your chest at this time. It's not about moving forward, it's about moving inward. Nurture your truth. Walk away from that what no longer serves you emotionally. Okay? This is going to be a little bit not so stable with your finances, but there will be success with this nonetheless when you focus on yourself. Okay? Somebody was lying about some sort of an inheritance. You might want to look into that. Somebody was trying to leave you out in the cold and not give you what was yours. But however, you will get the upper hand by making sure that you focus on the future rather than missing out. Stand in your truth. Stand in your power. Call your power back. We got the Queen of Wands out here. You need to use your intuition moving forward. Knowing that you are enough just as you are. And you are not a force to fuck around with. But the moment you start realizing that, that's when your power comes back to you. Somebody's trying to disenfranchise you and tear you down and leave you in sadness so that way you don't see what's here. Because they don't want to give you this inheritance. There's an Ace of Pentacles here. They're trying to leave you out in the cold by lying to you with deception. This is something to do with your dad. So, if you feel like there's something missing, something's not right, you're probably right. Okay? Oh, wow. You might want to look into that to see if there's anything left for you. Because it could have went into probate. It could have went into some sort of something with the... If there was a will or something and you didn't realize that there was a will, it could just be sitting there waiting for you. And you don't even realize it. Okay? So look into it. And at the time of your dad's passing, I think that's, you know, it very well could have been that you're not sure. Maybe the lawyer's trying to reach out to you about it. Who knows? But if you're not sure if there was a will or not, there should be some sort of paperwork. If you are the only one that you have left, and there's no other brothers or sisters to your dad, if there's no other family, like, was he the only child? I don't know. Spirit's saying there's got to be somebody family side that you can talk to. Maybe not necessarily immediate family. There could have been a brother or a sister there somewhere. I don't know. It's either that or there's a lawyer that might know something. They might be trying to get in touch with you. And sometimes it doesn't come out of probate or come out of lock and key until like 6 months to a year after the passing. So you might want to check to see if there was a will. His stepmom is the son. So your father's stepmother? Or your stepmom? Spirit's saying that there's going to be some miracles happen for you, Kimberly. So keep the faith. Things may be a struggle right now, but things are going to get better for you. You just got to stay faithful. You might want to check with your stepmom. I have a feeling that there was a will and that she might be keeping it from you. Well, you have a right to be out there at your dad's house more than they do. So, considering you're the biological daughter. And maybe they not liking you mainly because he left you everything. Maybe they got a hate on for you so that way you're not going to go out and you're not going to stick up for yourself. And check out on the estate to see if they put it in a trust with your name on it. Because that house might be yours. And I'm not saying that, you're going to be emotionally inept and kick them out. But you have that right if you're struggling and if you need a place. Stick up for yourself, Kimberly. You got a whole life to live, my dear. Alright, on that note, guys and gals, I want to say thank you for joining me tonight for this Midnight Madness. I'm going to go ahead and stop the event for Hypsee. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your purchase over at Hypsee. Thank you so much, Lilith, for your donations. Thank you, Renee, as well, for your donation earlier. And Black Tiger, And the Frey, thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. If there's anybody else I missed, thank you again. And Frey, stay tuned because you got yourself a ballot as well for a free full reading. I'm putting you down. You got 2 ballots. And Kimberly as well. Who else tonight? I got Sarah, I got Renee, I got Lilith, I got Maureen, Black Tiger. So the ballot's going to be once a month for a free full reading. So stay tuned. It'll be listed, and it'll be an email unlisted live that we're going to have for that reading. So stay tuned. Keep checking back. All right, it'll be down probably at the first of the month, first or second of the month. I'll be posting about it, about the winner. Sheba. Thank you so much. Is that for a message or donation? Aw, thank you. That gets you a ballot. Thank you, Sheba. Greatly appreciated. I'm going to wish you all well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Please be good to yourself if you can't be good at it. So that way, you can be good to others. Love you all. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. And I'll catch you Monday evening, members, for Members Live. Coming in on Monday. I'm taking tomorrow off. I'll probably be in for Saturday night, but Sunday is what I'm taking off. Okay? So I'll probably be back tonight, later on tonight for live, but tomorrow night is the Sunday is when I'm taking off. And Monday will be the members live. All right? Until then, my friends, thank you so much, and you guys have yourself a beautiful night.